Don't you remember the action-packed Ek Tha Tiger from Kabir Khan? Well, this time the sequel to this absolute entertainer would be directed by Ali Abbas Zafar, who would be directing Salman in the upcoming Tiger Zinda Hai. Set to be on floors from March 15th, the first on-set pictures have already arrived from Morocco, with freezing being the tag for the picture. So Tiger or Salman and Cat would be seen together, and fans are interested to watch them together, especially after they bonded well after the famous Ranbir-Cat split. Yes, we did tell you that the moment Ranbir split with Katrina, she ran to her ex-boss Salman and took solace. Indeed, the fans are over-eager to watch the two in action again and also shared those passionate moments which made Ek Tha Tiger so close to the fans' heart. What do you feel about the shooting schedule for Tiger Zinda Hai, which is set to take Bollywood by storm?
The prestigious Filmfare Awards is just around the corner, and the coveted event will be aired on Sony Television on 5th February 2017. The event, which is a star-studded affair, is one of the most entertaining and glamorous events, with numerous celebrities giving a stupendous performance. This time, the event will be even more successful as the Sultan Salman Khan will be having a very special performance. Glimpses of the show make one pinning for more. Dressed in a shiny black jacket and jet black shirt, the Being Human star seems to be performing some amazing dance numbers which will surely remind you of his Oh Oh Jani Jana moves. Share your excitement by commenting in the section below and keep watching the space as we bring you more updates from the special awards function.
The Kangana-Hrithik case has long been forgotten from the time Hrithik's Mohenjo-daro released. However, the actress has again struck back, this time with more fervor, as she says no one can speak about her private life without her permission, and she is very upset that people have gotten into her house, her rooms, and forced her to speak about her life, which she never wished to. Kangi goes on to say that assertive actresses and females are always under the radar, and that is wrong. Hrithik, presently recovering from the success of his Kabul, Shumar is choosing the mum way to keep quiet. Yes, and for all those who watch the movie, the actor with green god looks sure wooed them with love and charm. Meanwhile, Kangana, getting ready with her upcoming Rangoon with Shahid and Saif, has perhaps decided that mum is not the good word. What say? Kabul and Raees are the two flicks that have hit the screens last weekend. Everyone was sure keen to know which film did better, and we can see squarely that it was Raees which has already reached the 100 crore club. Kabul, on the other hand, is yet to reach, so obviously it is Raees which is better than Kabul, for it has apparently done better than the Hrithik starrer. Kabul, a story of two visually impaired lovers, maybe did not register in the minds of the masses who preferred to watch a masala-filled SRK fare Raees. Well, every time there is a clash, we are sure keen to know why the other flick did better, and we sure know why people may have chosen Raees over Kabul. Or is it because of the lesser screens apparently allotted to Hrithik's fare? We never know, for when it is Bollywood, sab kuch chalta hai. What say? Shah Rukh Khan would now be playing a dwarf in his next film. Didn't we tell you that SRK would be doing Anand L. Rai's flick, and also we did tell you that it would give us a deco of King Khan as a dwarf. Yes, the Rais now is going down on his knees to play the role of a dwarf, and the director Anand has rightly captioned it as The Dwarf and the Director. The last we saw someone playing a dwarf was in Appu Raja, where versatile actor Kamal Hassan had played a similar role. Knowing SRK's penchant for something unique, he would go out of the way to make things look perfect. With the pictures already confirming his role of a dwarf, we wonder what the title is going to be. Henna, aren't you excited to watch your favorite icon who stands tall in your imaginations go down on his knees for an entire 3-hour flick? Well, we sure are, and we would like to know more from you.
Whoever has debuted with Shah Rukh sir, especially Deepika Padukone, if you see, they have done really well. He has got the Midas touch, so to say. When you got the offer, did that work in your head? And how do you take your future, like from here onwards?
May I answer a part of it, please? May I butt in? I think, to be really honest, most of the girls who have started off with me, it was kind of their first film or second film. You know, maybe they'd done another language film. Perhaps Deepika had done already one other film, and Anushka was obviously never been in a film before, but she had modeled. With due respect, I think there is a bit of a difference. She is an established actor of years. You know, she's been working, whether she's been working with me or not. She is an actor. Just working with me does not make anyone an actor. Maybe makes them lesser of an actor, but not more of an actor. So I don't think that kind of a thought could have ever crossed her mind. But yeah, as an actor, as someone working as a co-actor, you can go ahead and ask her the question. She'll tell you I was fabulous.
Well, we did tell you that Salman Khan may quit Bigg Boss, the reality show, which this time had commoners too in it. However, all these reports are false, as Salman Khan continues to be the undisputed host of the show even in season 11. So here it is, the Bigg Boss news. Salman Khan is gonna host the season 11 of the show too. Yeah, but this time in season 11, there would be no competition. Salman said for a grand release of his tube light this Eid is surely the main fulcrum around which the Bigg Boss show runs, and when he said he would leave, there were many broken hearts. All that is set right now, and after Manveer Gurjar walked away with the prize money, Salman only has endorsed that everything is fair in a game and is gonna come back again on Bigg Boss 11. So aren't you excited? Do let us know. Anushka Sharma has come out with the first look of Filori, her upcoming film with Diljit Dosanjh and Suraj Sharma. Yes, and here is the first look of the flick, all for you to watch. The golden glitter of the promo title of Filori is indeed up for a grand start, with Anushka sharing it all in social media. Set for a March release, this film is sure something that is surely a grab for all. Anushka, just out of a recent success with Ae Dil Hai Mushkil, is up for a wonderful duo with the best of stars in tow. Her last home release, NH10, went down considerably well with the masses, and we expect Anushka to do well with Filori too. She has kept the fans expecting with a social media post about the trailer of Filori being up soon. What do you feel about this film from Anushka Sharma? Let us know with your comments.
Filmmaker Karan Johar's upcoming venture Badrinath Ki Dulhania is all set to entertain the masses this Holi, and recently Kejo stated that he is happy with the Holi release as he wouldn't wish to release his films on Eid. Shedding further light on the same, the multi-talented artist said, Eid release is owned by Salman Khan. Of course, if Salman Khan and I work together on a Dharma Productions film, then yes, we will do an Eid release. Otherwise, no. We are here not just to release a movie, but it should be in a manner to optimize the number. So as a producer and studio, we have to keep certain things in mind. The filmmaker also stated that a lot of thought went into choosing the release date for a film, and it was a detailed and calculated move. Well, calculated or not, we will surely catch the action of Badrinath Ki Dulhania on 10th March. Won't you? Let us know by commenting in the section below. Kung Fu Yoga is basically a Jackie Chan fair and reason enough for one to go and have a good time. Jack, played by Jackie Chan, is an archaeology professor and he is in search of a lost ancient Indian treasure. However, on his way he is attacked by mercenaries and is left to die. Jack, who has good knowledge of Kung Fu as well as history, takes a team to go around the world to be one up on the mercenaries who are also racing to get the treasure. Thus, Jack wishes to save the ancient culture in the best possible way, leading up to all the action and the comedy in the film. Stanley Tong has done justice to the storyline and at 65 million USD managed to bring his message to the audience. The cast also includes Sonu Sood, Amira Dastur and Disha Patani and gives a decent watch for all Jackie fans. We give it 3 stars.
SRK's crime thriller Rise is surely standing by its name and making its makers and team rise with its stupendous box office collection. The box office jingles are heard not only in India but in the overseas markets as well, and the film has crossed 171.30 crore in the domestic market with an additional 75 crores on international shores. Fans worldwide are in for a thrill when this cumulative figure of 246.30 crore has taken the film into the league of one of the top worldwide grossers of all time. That's not all. The film has broken Shah Rukh's 2012 release Jab Tak Hai Jaan, which was his last film with the king of romance, the late Yash Chopra. The Badshah's film has also broken the lifetime record of close friend Karan Johar's Ae Dil Hai Mushkil, which had done a commendable business despite clashing with action hero Ajay Devgan's Shivai. Now, that's some feat, isn't it? Share your thoughts in the comment section and keep watching this space for more news from Rai. The sequel to Salman Khan's 2005 super hit film No Entry, which was to be directed by filmmaker Anees Bazmi, may not see the light of the day. As per a reliable source, both Salman Khan and Anil Kapoor had loved the script, but the work on the film could not be commenced as there was financial issues between Boney Kapoor and Salman Khan. The cast for the sequel has already been finalized. The main leads Salman Khan, Anil Kapoor and Fardeen Khan will be seen in the sequel. However, the leading ladies Salina Jetli, Bipasha Basu and Lara Datta will be replaced with Chitrangada Singh and Isha Gupta. With the entire script and artists already in place, the film has been stalled as the makers are still awaiting Salman's consent. So, do you think the Bhai will give his nod to the sequel or will the project be shelved? Share your opinion in the comment section.
The Salman-Aishwarya relationship had taken the fans by storm and everyone was eager to see when the delightful couple would tie the knot. But fate had other plans and the two parted ways after a string of unfortunate events. Let us take a look at some of the events which soured their relationship and made the lovebirds move apart. Salman Khan's alcoholism is not new to Tinseltown, and Aishwarya firmly stood by his side and silently bore the brunt of his abusive nature. But when things went overboard, she could take it no longer and eventually ended her relationship with him. Despite being in a relationship, Salman didn't give up on his ex Somi Ali and even went to USA to support her when her father was undergoing surgery. This hush-hush visit miffed Aishwarya and she decided to part ways with him. Aishwarya and Salman were quite open about their relationship. But this didn't go down too well with the beauty queen's parents. Despite this, they let their daughter find her way. Instead of being grateful, Salman often ill-treated her parents, and this was a bone of contention for Aishwarya. Salman turned more and more possessive with each passing day, and this led to great arguments between the couple. Salman often threatened Aishwarya if she refused to meet him. Being in an industry where infidelity is common, Salman was often skeptical of Aishwarya's relationships with her co-stars and often doubted her character and loyalty. Often he would get physical with her in a fit of aggression. This rang the death knell for their relationship. Salman often landed up at the sets of Kuch Na Kaho, where she was shooting opposite Abhishek Bachchan. His anger knew no bounds, and he also ended up damaging her car. Salman wanted to take the relationship to the next level, but Aishwarya was already wary of his wayward ways and preferred to make her mark on Bollywood. Her denial irked the Khan to a great extent, and he turned aggressive and violent. With so many issues cropping up, Ash seems to have borne a lot, isn't it? Having parted ways with Salman, Aishwarya moved on to tie the knot with Abhishek Bachchan and is now a mother of a cute, adorable daughter. Well, is there a lesson to be learned from this? Aishwarya Rai Bachchan seems to be caught up in a mess as her father Krishna Raj Roy has been in hospital for more than a fortnight now. The actress, who was holidaying in Dubai with her family, had to cut her trip short and rush back to tend to her ailing father. While Beau Abhishek had to proceed to New York for his work, the former beauty queen seemed to be managing her daughter Aradhya and father pretty well. Recently, she was spotted cheering her little one on her sports day while simultaneously keeping track of her father's health. And now that her hubby dear is back, she can finally heave a sigh of relief. An insider from the hospital revealed Aishwarya Rai Bachchan has been there constantly and managing Aradhya and her father in hospital. Abhishek Bachchan too is present in the hospital and is being with Aishwarya throughout. Now that's what we call a family, isn't it? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section.
Roadie contestant Bani J is known as a daredevil and a tattooed fitness freak. But a topless photo of the Bigg Boss 10 finalist has led us surprised. Bani looks super hot as she flaunts her torso, donning nothing but a long ethnic skirt and a chunky neck piece around her neck. Her wild mane has been let down, covering her bosom, and the diva looks oh so hot as she spreads her arms and stands on a single leg. Bani's entry into the Bigg Boss house was quite unexpected, as her mother doesn't seem to be quite impressed by the show. But finally, she seems to have made it, and quite far indeed, as she has survived for the entire season and is one of the finalists. While Bani competes with 3 other housemates, let us know what you think of a semi-nude photos going viral.
With each elimination from the Bigg Boss 10 house, the competition only gets tougher and tougher. But it seems that the 4 finalists Bani J, Manu Punjabi, Manveer Gurjar and Lopamudra Raut have borne it out to reach the finals. Polling trends on the net reveal that Manu Punjabi will not be a part of the top 3 league and will soon be making an exit from the house. Manveer Gurjar, on the other hand, has evolved as a person and seems to have a lot on his kitty once out of the show. Bani J and Lopamudra Raut too have faced a lot and held their fort strongly. While Manu Punjabi fans will be left high and dry, we wonder which contestant will battle it out till the end and win the coveted title. What do you think? Let us know by commenting in the section below. The makers of Kaabil are indeed a happy lot, as their film has garnered rave reviews both domestically and at international shores. Seeing the stupendous collection of 85.30 crore in the domestic front, the exhibitors have added 200 more screens to their existing screen count, thus giving more scope for revenue at the box office. Recently, the film had another ace up its sleeve as it was the first Indian film to be screened in the neighboring country Pakistan after the ban on Indian films and artists was lifted. Having a free run at the Pakistani box office, the fans from the neighboring country seemed super excited and thronged the theatres in huge numbers, thus leading to a houseful board in most places. Quite a commendable feat, isn't it? Share your thoughts on Kabil's success by commenting in the section below and keep watching this space for more news and updates from the world of entertainment.